Yo guys, welcome back to Tim's Trades. Just another dive into Bitcoin on the short term, and I think I'll cover a bit of DEVVE because, as most of you know, that's my main bag, and just kind of watching that accumulate slowly over the next wee period. If you're appreciating the content, guys, like and subscribe. I'm not a new channel, but I'm kind of just pushing it a wee bit. That's all I do these days. Just trade, no more work. Gave that up, so full gas on the trading. Anyway, BTC. I think the last video we got the buy and the buy. I'm not going to go over it again. The buy's off the old magical 1.618. Doesn't matter. Watch the last videos, because I think that, it's important, that last video. The bots are controlling it, whether it's bots or not. But the price is super kind of controlled and super accurate. So I don't think that's human emotion trading. That's someone else. Anyway, so we got our buy down here. I got super heavy, and I think in the last video we got to about this point here at about kind of, I don't know wherever that is, 90. What's going on here? Fuck off. Why is my wee pointer? There, that's better. Yeah, we got to about here. I took a short, got out of that short, and we're backlogging on basically. So the important information is we're here. I think we're going to be tagging roughly this 1.618 here, but also is the 0.78 kind of resistance, and that's going to be coming off of the. So again, going back to my previous videos, we got this target based off the first two legs, which appeared after this low here was formed. So 1, 2 gave us this low. So now we're actually looking at this high here and the retrace of that high. The 786 is 99,156, but also we've got the first two legs of this recent bounce, and we've got a 1.618, which is 99,200. Seems like a bit of confluence in that region. So basically I'll be looking to not close my short, but hedge against this with an extra wee bit of short going on here, and actually try and short the market here. 99,200 region. I mean, it can wick higher. It can definitely go up to 99,897. I'll not panic at that point. I'll just add to my short. See, because we'll be due a wee pullback here. I mean, there's a lot of microstructure involved in here, but I think this is the round about the first point. We'll get a decent pullback, and this will tell us, are we going higher? In other words, does it get bought up here, or do we come back down from this point and kind of retest? That's what I'm watching for. If I tidy this up, we can look for where support might come in. So, but we have to make the assumption that, this tags the 99,200 region. So in other words, price has moved up there. We're looking at the future now. We're watching for a pullback. Let's change the color of this to maybe red, and then you'll see like 97, for example, is the 382, and that's your bullish retrace. So if we tag the 99,200, then we'll be looking for a bounce here. This would be ideal. I mean, it could come down a wee bit lower, but if it starts getting, even past the 0.5, you're starting to think, okay, we're actually going to get a retest or another small low here before we go back up. If it bounces on the 382, that's good. That means we're going higher, and I actually have a bigger target. I have a target of 111k now. That is based off a much larger extension, and so that would be okay. We got the low here. This is the low, right? We're not making another low, and then we need to get targets from that. We don't have confirmation of that yet, and that's the trouble with chasing. That's why I like to work on small or shorter term price action, because until this is confirmed as a low, and that won't be confirmed as a low really until we break and hold above this one here, which was the last major high at 102k. So let's make the assumption this was the low here. Then we can run some extensions off of these legs, right? So we've got up to there and then all the way back to that, because this is the low, right? We're not going any lower. And then you've got 111k at the 1.618 up here. So this would be following various assumptions, and so the assumption is that's the low. We're done from that to that, and then we're onwards and upwards, right? 111k. So that would be the next target. That, is very kind of super bullish, and I don't think we're there yet necessarily. We've just got to kind of trade off structure, and so first things first, Let's tag 99 200. Let's watch where a retrace comes from there, assuming we get one, or anywhere in this region. You know, the 886. I've said in previous videos, Bitcoin likes to tag this 886 in this cycle. Don't ask me why, but it's going to extremes. People will begin it short there, then it overreaches, get people the wrong sided a wee bit before it comes down. Let's just watch and wait and see. We're currently getting this move up. You got a wick up there, got sold off pretty quick, so there's definitely some selling pressure in this region. Maybe we stab that. I would like to see a wick up there and then come down. I like that because I'm in my position short, can get a stop loss in and just watch and wait and see what happens after that, you know. So that's my thoughts with Bitcoin. DEVVE, I mentioned, we'll just dive into a wee bit of DEVVE price action because, you know, this is my main bag and I know that my last DEVVE video got a few watches, so let's ape on here. DEVVE, excuse me, you've got a bit of the sniffles. Daily, there's no point looking at these, you know, in too much lower than, you know, the daily, I don't think. So yeah, basically we've got the move up here. Interestingly, you know, we got 180, which if you run a kind of retrace from the all-time high here, 180 is, you know, this kind of 236 here, and we tagged that just about perfectly and came down. I wasn't paying attention to that at the time, wasn't really bothered. Am I short trading this? Not really. Am I short term trading DEVVE? Not really. I'm just accumulating. I'm more just buying into dips, you know. And I've been buying here, and I've actually got a cheeky buy at 77. And the reason I've got a cheeky buy at 77 is just watching, you know, this last leg up. Now I wonder if Uniswap. I think I'm on Uniswap here. Yeah, yeah, man. It already got that, but it didn't on MEXC where I've got my buys sitting. No, well, it's slightly different actually. This chart is slightly different. If I jump onto MEXC, and it's kind of hard with these low kind of liquidity charts to really get super accurate stuff, but oh, here we go, I've got it already done. Yeah, this was the area down here I was kind of looking to tag, and it's just, you know, the leg up here from there to there. You got 75, 76 kind of is the 886 there, but as you can see perfectly, we're just bouncing off the 786 at the moment, and there's every chance we go lower, you know. There's nothing to say we won't go lower. It depends how kind of bearish the next period is. For example, if Bitcoin goes up, like I say, 99.2 and then just shits the bed right back to 92k or wherever it decides to bounce again, then, you know, you could easily see this sell off. People are still shitting the bed on alts, you know. Stupid people are selling out, in other words. But yeah, we're starting to get a bit of a bearish cross here. We'd like to see this come up and kind of get above it sometime soon, and we have got early signals of that. The early accumulation is showing hidden bullish divergence on a 2-day, if this loads, yeah, followed by bearish divergence, so nothing super exciting. Interestingly, on the Uniswap chart, I think we've got some second drive of regular bullish appearing. Yeah, we do. So you got this on here. You know, it depends. I'm just watching the accumulation here, you know. These are early signals that, okay, things might change, and what we can keep an eye on is volatility. If volatility keeps contracting, in other words, price just chops around in here, I would like a wee bit lower, get my buys filled, cheeky buys. But, you know, let's say a volatility, which is direction neutral, it's just telling you that a more explosive move is coming, and you can see here, like, once it bases off, you get moves up, you know. Once you get extreme low on volatility, you get these bigger moves up. And so that's what I'm watching for. This just cooling off here, and then we want stochastic to be facing up. That's your kind of lagging directional indicator. These are important. This is bullish divergence, 2 drives off. Doesn't appear on MEXC, but let's say Uniswap's got more price history perhaps, and more exaggerated price action. It seems to wick further in both directions, so maybe we need to use this in terms of, right, okay, where's all the money? Is it on Uniswap or is it on MEXC? You know, I don't know. I think it's actually on Gate.io. I think you can tell. Oh shit, I don't have it up, or maybe I do. Hang on, DEVVE. Okay, so we need markets. What's got the most volume? Yeah, well, about LCX exchange, yeah, that's a new one. That seems to have a lot of volume. I've not got the chart for that, and I think this is a new listing, so it probably won't have any history behind it. But yeah, you've got a lot on Gate.io. Well, I say a lot, it's only 300k, and same there. MEXC 190. So that's the lowest, in fact, MEXC, and the next biggest, probably with the most price history, is Uniswap. So I think we're watching the correct chart there, and I'll continue to do that. Just keep an eye on this one. You know, this is Uniswap. This is where the bullish divergences are really playing out regular anyway, and we just have to see where it goes. I mean, you could see something like a move up to 37, rejection, come back in and go. Well, you know, it'll only take time, and I think the thing that's going to move the chart realistically is, assuming this announcement about Nasdaq drops, you know, in the next number of weeks, then, you know, that'll be a catalyst to push price action up, or Bitcoin just gets really bullish, people start getting bullish on alts again, and then we get a move up from there. So, but yeah, I mean, as I say, there's not much news. We just have to watch this chop going along. Keep an eye on the bullish divergences. Keep an eye on volatility contracting down here. And once this gets super low, I'll be watching for expansion. Expansion typically isn't confirmed until both moving averages get back above around about 20%. So, you know, around about here, once these are up, then you get that expansion. Now you can see here expansion, but stochastic was facing down, so you got the move down, you know. Here you got above, you get the move up, you get the drift, right? This is telling us that a more explosive move is coming. This can fuck around down here for as long as it likes, to be honest. As you saw here, it takes a while, and on the higher the term time frames, the more kind of potent that move will be. So, for example, if you go up to the 2-day, you know, volatility is way up here. It's going to take a long time to kind of cool off here. 3 days coming down, 5 days coming down. So maybe it needs to come all the way down here. You know, who knows? Only time will tell. And we need some catalyst to shift it, whether it's the announcement or whether Bitcoin gets bullish again. We shall see. Anyway, if you enjoyed the content, or if you want me to look at any of your coins, you know, you might be worried, are they going to break support or whatever like that? If you're sitting holding, then I can help you out there. Just drop a comment in on this YouTube video. All right, cheers guys, peace out.